Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because this guy's about to put on a show.
Pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now, and towing the slab, Gavin Williams. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Jeremy Pena, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. That's to third, and it gets by him.
He's been swinging it really well lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Now here is Jorbeat Bebos. And a foul ball. Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Edge of the zone, called a strike. 0-1. And here it comes. And now it's even up.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Terocchio at second for one, and that's two. Back now at Progressive Field. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Luis Garcia.
Well, that whip is just below the league average, and that's a good thing in this case, not allowing too many base runners. So on most days, he's going to go out there and compete and put his team in a position to win, and I expect to see that from him in this one today.
And now, Stephen Kwan. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
Started to swing, held up. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside low, and a count now even up.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Did miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
Now it's Jose Ramirez, 4th right now in the American League home run leaderboard. To short, could be 2. The flip to second, and 2. In time to first for the double play. Bo Naylor at the plate now. Naylor went deep in his most recent game. And that skips in the dirt. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2 out, space is empty. Struck him out looking. Here in Cleveland, and now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Williams back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Schneemann on the move. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Taylor Trammell.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
In the air, left field. Quan settles underneath it. And it's caught for the out. 2 down, base is empty. So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. Pitch in the dirt, 1-0. And another ball. Right through there for a strike. That one fouled off, 2-2. Second inning here, no score. Swings and misses, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Manzardo matched a homer in his last game. That one in the dirt, ball 2. And that's in the dirt.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
3 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. Out to short. To first, and quickly 1 away in the second. Now here's Nolan Jones.
First baseman, Nolan Jones.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strike.
That's a little bit low.
2 balls, no strike.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Swings through that.
2-2 the count.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Line to left. And base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Will Brennan in the box now. No balls and a strike. Brennan with a homer in his last game. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Myers settles underneath it and puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. Here's Brian Rocchio.
The shortstop, Brian Rocchio.
And that misses. And that is ball 1. And a strike to the outside corner at 95. Pickoff move to first, and he's back in safely. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one close, ruled a ball. 2-1. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On the ground to third. Inning over. On to the third inning, and stepping in for the Astros, Zach DeZenzo. Williams, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. And there's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Next pitch is inside, and it's a ball and a strike.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
Ball.
Top of the third, no score.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And next to hit for Houston, Jake Myers. Coming off a big game last night with 5 runs driven in. Check swing, called strike. DeZenzo over at first with 1 away. Williams picks over, and he's back in on a dive.
Ball in.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the goal. There's a ball. Throw to second. He's safe. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line drive. And a base hit right there. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Didn't try to do too much with it, just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs, but sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
And now it's going to be Jeremy Pena.
1-0.
The shortstop takes the ball. Next offering is in for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. And there's a foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Man at second. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a bouncer out to short. Rocchio tosses to first. That was a strong at bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base. Here's the third baseman, Jorbeat Bebos. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Kwan. And that'll do it. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. Now it's the right fielder, Daniel Schneemann. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Fouled off. He was late. The 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped into left field, and that'll fall for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next to hit, Khalil Watson. That's in there. That's strike 1. Tying run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And there's a ball.
Nope, that's a ball.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1. Stephen Kwan getting ready to hit. Walk to open the ball game. Inside, almost got him. Move to first. Watson back on a dive. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one missed. That's in there. And now 3-1. Runner on the move. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Just enough that time. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down. Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. So digging in, Bo Naylor. He was a strikeout victim his first time. In there at the knees, and that is strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with a punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout, but you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And a curve is down and in. Watson, the lead runner out at second. Quan on at first with 2 down. Next pitch is downstairs.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
And now 2-2.
3-2.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And they're all loaded up.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now it's the Guardians DH, Kyle Manzardo. Grounded out his first time up. In the air, left field, down the line. McCormick makes a nice running catch.
Funk up the plays, just wanna see that stank on your face. Funk up the plays, we're just trying to dance, yo, turn up the bass.
Out of the fourth, now it's Yordan Alvarez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Ball one there. That catches the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground right side, Watson sends it to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Flied to right his first time. Up and in, and that's ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
next for the Astros, right fielder Taylor
Runner
Trammell.
on at first with one gone. And now Taylor Trammell. There's a strike.
0-1.
Man at first, one away. Oh, and 2 now. And
Ball
misses
inside.
inside. Next offering upstairs.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Full count now.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
2 consecutive base hits for this
Up
team.
next
I know
for
that was
the
a ground
Astros,
ball, but it was
second
absolutely
baseman,
hammered through the
Mauricio
infield.
Dubon.
That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Dubon
0-1,
takes
no
a ball as he stands in for the second time. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Runner on the go. Center field. Brennan on his way over. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across. It's 2-0.
Now batting.
Zach
first baseman,
DeZenzo
Zach
up next for the
DeZenzo.
Astros. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And first offering is fouled off. And that one missing low. Strike 2. Trammell off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Nolan Jones. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Guardians showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
That one missing inside. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
He just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. Definitely more walks than you'd like to see.
Will Brennan now at the plate. Fly to center his first time. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Now batting.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio grounded out his first time up. In the dirt, and that's ball 1. The Guardians trailing by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. A massive home run. It's 2-2. Daniel Schneemann will hit next. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Third home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-2. Watson, batting with one down, takes a strike. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Kwan up to hit for the third time as he lays off inside, ball one. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Here's Jose Ramirez. A little bit high. Ball one. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2 the count. We got full count.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Back-to-back singles. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get the...
Lance McCullers Jr. gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. He is struck out, and he is walked. Ball one, no strikes. Two aboard, 2 outs.
That's ball 2.
Just missed.
Reno.
And that'll load the bases.
Ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
2 outs, bases full. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Manzardo.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Drops into the glove, and that will end the inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Chas McCormick.
Chas McCormick.
Williams back to work. That one's in there. Strike one.
Well, these Astros just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for him to get anything going.
Got him swinging on the curveball. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. First pitch misses.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Ball to strike. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan snags it for the 2nd out.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
So the lineup flips over. Jeremy Pena digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground. And it finds its way through for a hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, Payne.
There goes the runner in the dirt. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. And now 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Man on second, 2 down. Strike 3, got him swinging. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So in now for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Guardians doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. So up next, Will Brennan. 0 for 2 in this one. That one down the line, and that's just foul. 0-1. And that skips into dirt.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
Two balls.
1 out, base is empty. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball and foul ball. And it remains 2-2. That one just misses. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. So 2 down now, and here is Brian Rocchio. He's already homered in this game. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Counts 1-0.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 down, nobody on. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
2-2 the count.
Pitch misses there, and it's 3-2.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
This one in the air. Bebus. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Well, 1-run game. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And now 2-0.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over.
New pitcher on now, Paul Sewald.
Well, he struggled quite a bit, so this is another opportunity to get on the right track. He's given up more than 1 hit per inning pitch so far this season.
Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 2. Line to left. And it's just foul. That was close. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Outside, and the count 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Taylor Trammell getting ready to hit. And that one in the air center field. Brennan under it. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Second baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
There's a strike. Sewald, 34-year-old vet, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. It's going to have 3.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. He's already homered here in this one. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there. Oh, now a great stop. Gathers and throws, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Man at first, Khalil Watson digs in for the Guardians. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
That one the other way. Makes the catch, 1 down.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
Fought off foul. That's outside.
1 ball, 1
and now it's even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2.
2-2 the count.
In the dirt. 1-run game. 1 out. 1 on. Next offering misses down and away. Off balance feed. There's 1. And that's 2. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Cade Smith.
And he's been racking up strikeouts at a high rate this year, typically at least 1 an inning, so he'll be tough to get to.
Well, 1-run game, and stepping in for the Astros, Zach DeZenzo. Upstairs. Swing and a foul out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Gonna count 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And that just misses.
That's a really good take.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Up the middle. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. No throw. And he reaches safely.
Now batting, left fielder
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros.
Counts 1-0.
In the dirt, but kept close. Well done behind the dish. The 1-0.
Nope, inside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit on the ground to short. Rocchio. Off balance feed. There's 1. On the first, double play. So next up for Houston, Jake Myers.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And
That's
ball 1. That one outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that is that. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Taylor Scott.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3.
Jose Ramirez.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. And that one fouled off. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Next to hit, Bo Naylor. Couple of walks and a strikeout. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. That's down and in. That one misses, and now it's 3-2. Swings through it for the K. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Kyle Mansarda. 0 for 3 in this one. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. And there's the strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher.
Ouch, that one got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. So in now for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. He swings and fouls one off. Fastball for a strike. Not close with that one. And the count 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two outs.
Ball. 2-2 the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Pretty good fastball location, down and in on the corner, but that was just a nice job to handle it and hit it hard. Very tough spot to get the barrel to most of the time, though.
Brennan in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. 2 on, 2 outs.
Yeah.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Nice grab on the run. And the inning is over. Tim Herron comes on now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That one at the knees for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Safe, and that's his third hit.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job, a bad ball.
Makes the grab, and there's one down. So now the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez, known for his late inning heroics. First offering, and it just misses. The other way, and no one can get there. Around second is Pena. Runner around third, on his way to the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. Making a move at second base, and here's the pinch runner, Jeremiah Jackson.
Number 82.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-1.
So the tying run at second, and that is out of play. And now 1-2. And that one is inside. With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. To third. Sends it across to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. Pitching change here, Brian King.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, one-run game. Stepping up for the Guardians, Brian Rocchio.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
And that one is lifted in the air. Throws to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double. Daniel Schneemann, the next to hit, 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. First pitch misses.
1-0.
And there's a ball. No outs. Runner on second.
No strike.
And another ball.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, no outs. Khalil Watson will hit next. Puts a bunt down. Off balance feed, there's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it. At the plate, Stephen Kwan.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Slap the other way, foul. And strike two.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch. It's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runners are at the corners, one away. Got him swinging. Had him out front for strike three. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
Corners are occupied with two down. Foul ball there. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning as they squander a chance to pick up some insurance. Number 51 on to pitch out of the pen here.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Well, one-run game, and now the right fielder, Taylor Trammell. Not even close there. And that is ball one. And downstairs. Hit in the air out to center field. Brennan brings it in. One up, one down. He's 2 outs away. Here's the second baseman, Mauricio Dubon. Just missed. Just missed. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Grounds one to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Can't pick it up with the bare hand.
Now batting, the first baseman, Zach DeZenzo.
One down. Now here is Zach DeZenzo. Just missed. Pitches in for a strike, and the count 1-1.
Ball, one strike.
You see the velocity 97 with that fastball. And that's in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Trying to close out a one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Curve in the dirt.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Swing and a pop-up. Watson. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Astros down to their last out. Now the left fielder, Chas McCormick. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Lifted to left, and this should do it. And that'll do it. The Guardians extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
The ball for his first career save deserves to be on display at his house. I mean, it's kind of like when a restaurant frames its first dollar bill somewhere on a wall. You just can't forget your first save.